hopefully. I think most of the times, like, my live streams probably start with the word hopefully. That did immediately start streaming, which is brilliant. I think, possibly. And yeah, much the same as the last time I did a live stream, I am going to pop the link for this on our Discord server. Hello, everyone. If you're watching this on video on demand, it's unlikely anyone would click on this before that if you're watching this on the live. If you watch these on video on demand, you are awesome.
Definitely. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah, I think at this stage it is still going to be definitely welcome everybody to the video on demand version of this. Yeah, there was intentions to start this sooner, but they got impacted by real world and work.
Better late than never.
Yes.
And we are often late.
Yes. I'm gonna tag add everyone. Oh wait. Add everyone. Come join for live thing and ranting. Are you sure you wish to send this now? Yes, I am. And also, I just wanted to do something. There we go. And yo, there we go. People, hello. Mohammed Izzat Salman Adyaxa. Apologies. It's a rather difficult name for an Irish person. I hope I got most of it right.
Well, we'll just call him Mo. How about that?
Yeah.
We'll stick with Mo.
That sounds good to me. And yeah, I was just actually, the temporary break there for a second was kicking somebody off of the actual Discord server, which is cool. Because the last time that I linked the live stream, I just recall everyone was like, cool live stream. And the following day, somebody came into the server and was like, who the heck pinged me? I was like, huh. Okay. So I wouldn't want them to get pinged a second time. So I just banned them off the server. They literally said nothing before that. That was the first thing they've ever said on our server. Was, yeah, angry noises. So, bye. Yo, Defi Racer and Posty and somebody on YouTube with simplified Chinese symbols. Hello. Yeah, we were gonna like do some multiplayer which is gonna be some awesome H2 speed races, I would imagine. I don't know, did you get to do most of it today?
What are we looking at? Multiplayer 1? Yeah, I made it to gold already.
Oh, why are you in gold?
I just...
Why aren't you in sync?
Okay, so if you haven't looked at the rep requirements for this season yet, I don't know if you've taken a
3.5 million.
3.5 million. So that's 175K per person. So I'm trying to keep pace here. That's all I'm doing is I'm just keeping pace. That's 8K a day. It's crazy.
Ben. Yeah, it's quite a bit of multiplayer, I guess. But what was I gonna say? Yeah, we also wanted to just chat about one or two things. Just if you haven't noticed, by the way, and I'm going to pull up a quote between myself and Ziggy. Using the power of OBS. Oh, this is going to be one of two images. Will it be the right one? Oh, please be the right one. Yay, there we go. So, yeah, I left off the name at the top of this. Hello, legends. You will probably notice that the Aston Martin DBS Superleggera and the Vanda Electrics, that car, that I think Ziggy can pronounce, but I can't.
Superleggera? I think that's how you say it.
The Vanda Electrics.
Dendrobium?
Yeah, that one. I was just going to call that Vanda Electrics. Yeah,
I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right either, to be honest.
Yeah, but you at least attempt to pronounce it. I just look at that and go, nope.
I just say it with confidence. And,
yeah,
hope for the best.
It sounds good. But mine is just a Vanda Electrics, nope. But yeah, have been removed from the garage rewards and the shop. When it says shop, it means the Legend shop. They will be available again when they get time-limited events in-game. So they've removed those two cars from, where they were appearing frequently, which were cool because, those cars are tied to the Batista. The thing is that sucks though, because like they were available for the first couple of days, and people who basically grind farm DS obviously would have had loads of stuff for them. But yeah, one of the things that I think absolutely sucks about this, and I mentioned like being annoying, is that line underneath. Those of you that already bought blueprints and epics for them, you can keep them. They'll be useful in future. The thing is, like, the implication in that line is that they might have removed those blueprints after the fact. Like, I don't get that as being a good thing, the fact that you can keep items that you bought. Like, that's... that line annoyed the out of me. Because, like, you bought it in the store, of course you'd get to keep it. And I don't know, this Legends Pass for me has come out the gate like really cool looking, stumbled a bit, tripped on its face, and now is just skidding along on its face. Like, I left in the people's reactions to that, by the way, of Y, F, and RIP, and 30 down tums, because like I hate that.
I mean, here's the positives.
Oh,
I'm going to start with the positive.
Positives to a car being removed, 2 cars being removed.
Well, we'll get there. Don't worry. But let's take it from the top and look at the bright side of things. There's things to do now. There's content. I mean, like, if you look at it compared to Thursday, where there was like nothing to do, or not Thursday, but go back before the pass was actually added. So what was that? It was added Tuesday, I think. So you go back to like last Friday, let's say, we're looking at this like, what's going on? There's no content whatsoever for like a month.
There's car hunts for rubbish, basically.
Yeah. So at least now there's like, okay, you've got an abundance of content. You've got the Legend Pass. You've got, we'll talk about the Legend Pass in a little bit more detail. You've got that. You've got the Grand Prix going on right now, and then you've got the special event, which there's something I want to get to with that as well. But at least there's stuff to do, as opposed to before where there was nothing. Now there's definitely problems. I don't quite understand why I do understand why they added the Vanda and the Aston Martin and then took them out. They took them out because they haven't had a chance to monetize them yet. But that begs the question why they were allowed to be introduced in the first place.
Yeah, because that's the thing. There's no planning involved. It's just a case of, try this. And then a few days later, they're like, oh, wait, we messed up. Like, plan. Because that was the thing. Like, everyone, like, when this patch dropped, like, it was just really, really, really positive, and everything was like looking cool. And then, I think it may have been Posty mentioned the fact that they've been stripping away the stuff that was supposed to come with this. So we were also supposed to get like a new career season, and that hasn't appeared. And there was like those new cars added to Legend Pass, and they were added, but then taken away. And you've got like tier rewards even from the Legends Pass, and they're not in game for like until level 32 and stuff from the Legend Pass.
Yeah, I mean it's
That's my cat. She's trying to be annoying all night. And she looks insane with the green screen effect. It just looks like something trying to cloak from Star Trek because of her colors. Um, yeah, it's bored of doing that. Yeah, it was boring all the time. And yeah, indeed, the Fernando like weird 50 days event thing is there as well.
it's
For any
it's Ferdinand, but I keep making the joke that I keep calling it Fernando.
Fernando, yeah, of course.
Sounds better.
Also,
My
I
favorite.
will say, by the way, I did it in the original thing. Because of the fact I'm 8 tokens away from this, I'm just gonna get this. But I did want to find out, for the sake of science, if you click on the circle, does it also buy the tier? Because I'm 8 tokens away from this. If you click the circle, does it buy it? No. So clicking the circle doesn't buy the tier. It's only clicking the thing that actually says that. I literally said, "Be careful not to buy that on the thing," before, like, because in my brain I was thinking, no, surely this will not buy it, and then clicked it, and just immediate regret. I will say as well with Fernando, in the thing, be incredibly careful with this because I've done this once already. I was admittedly tired today. Coming down here to click race, you have to go over that skip by 30 tokens. Like, that absolutely sucks because it just one click and it's 30 tokens gone. But yeah, I bought one of those event packs today. Just, so
It's like if
annoying.
you've ever played like a dungeon crawl type game, and you know how if you walk too fast, certain tiles. Maybe you play a grid style dungeon crawl. Certain tiles will
Yeah,
be traps,
just to
and you can
trap
see them.
spikes.
Yeah, you can see them if you get like within one tile, but if you don't stop soon enough, it's like the
The,
same concept.
it's so awful though, but the reason that those are in game, they make me kind of even more wary of games that have premium currencies instead, because like they're obviously in game for one reason, is for people to make mistakes and click on it. Nobody will ever go like, oh, I'm gonna click on that skip 500 times. Like, it absolutely sucks. But yeah, the reason they're there is because you're gonna click on it and take away your premium currency. The thing is, like, say 30 premium currency is what, like about €2 worth or so. Yo, Chippy, and fully activated, and
Yes.
Matthew, Michelle, Wes, Simply, Simp. Oh, Simplify. Why couldn't I read that properly? But yeah, the thing is, if you were to like buy these tokens with money, you'd have to go like click A on it, go into the store, like say I'm okay with that, tick the tick box, say oh yeah I'm fine with that, you're spending money, that's grand, and like you have to go through all this thing, and then you get 40 tokens. But then once you're in game, because they're a token and an in-game currency, you don't need any confirmation on that because you're not spending real money. So it is just a case of then your one click doesn't need confirmation and stuff. It absolutely sucks. CEOs of Gameloft.
Wes, Chippy's name in game is Chippy. El Chippy.
He's L Chippy at YouTube. L Chippy also has a YouTube channel where he does asphalt stuff also.
Yes, he's in the club MTY, short for Monterey, I believe. Um,
Are
you
they the
can
Australian ones with the punchy?
no MTY Mexican, I believe.
Oh,
Monterey. I think
yeah.
MTY is Monterey is in Monterey, Mexico.
Who am I
Chippy, you can
thinking?
correct me if I'm wrong.
Who am I thinking of that has the kangaroo with the boxing things? Like,
Um,
there's a club that definitely, I've lost my mind, but I'm sure there's a club that has a kangaroo with boxing gloves, and when I see it, I always just
Aussie Grit, maybe. There's like a club called Aussie Grit, I think.
am I just imagining things? Oh my god, I'm apologies. I'm sure that they are like one of the. Uh,
Oh, Floppa. Floppa has the kangaroo. That's true. Michelle.
yeah, the flop. Yeah, the like boxing kangaroo things. There we go.
Floppa is the former, or mostly a lot of former Void members are in Floppa.
I thought was there a club called like Terrazzo or something like that. Oh,
No, you're getting them all mixed up now.
yeah,
You,
yeah.
you,
Yeah.
you have the right idea, but you're crossing
This is one of
crossing the
those things.
wires a
So
little bit.
this is one of those things sometimes when people say, "Oh, did you see what happened with this club in game?" And I'm just like, I mean this in the nicest way possible, but outside of the Grand Tour, I don't follow the drama kind of that happens between some clubs where there's like explosions of hate. Like as long as ooh, hello your doorbell.
Sorry.
As long as we don't cause drama outwardly, I'm like, that's cool. Other clubs drama between each other and stuff, I'm just like, oh, that's good. Third beer.
Yeah, so Matthew Hare in the comments is mentioning Aussie Grit. So I was sort of right there. They have a kangaroo too, I think.
I don't know. I think I'm losing my mind. It's been an incredibly long day for me. I explained to Ziggy before I started this live stream, by the way. I put my phone on last night charging before I went to bed, and when I woke up in the morning, my phone was on 80%, and it's a fast charging phone, so I did not get a lot of sleep. Yeah, so in multiplayer, if you're in gold, I think you're going to be with Ziggy, and if you're in silver, you're going to be in there with me.
Yes,
Possibly.
I'm in Gold League just barely. I made it today. I got 2,300 points, position 579. I should be able to match with anybody who's in Gold League. To be honest, like if you're there already, um, you'll get me. If not, you'll get Storm. So I'll catch all the fellow grinders, and Storm will catch all the people who also needed a nap today.
Needed a nap. I was teaching a class.
I'm kidding.
Yeah, I was napping in the class, but still. But yeah, so we're just gonna do some multiplayer stuff and just kind of chat about the Porsche season. Ziggy's bought a load of packs as well.
That's
So
true. I finally spent some tokens. I hit 40,000 tokens today, and it was very short lived. I finally decided to spend some. I can talk about those because I have my drop rates here. All right, so you gotta stay tuned for my drop rates.
Your drop rates, which you linked to me earlier as a picture of them, and I was so tired. I just looked at it, and my brain just saw it as some numbers, and I was just like, nope. I just seen the 918 was there a few times, and I was just like, oh, that sucks. But that was all I took from that.
Not as bad as I thought it would be with the 918 though. Considering that I have a gold, I was very concerned about that. And I did get a jackpot in those packs, but it was not.
And it wasn't for the 918.
It's not for the 918, thankfully.
I am gonna throw up a countdown to you for this. I am using the Era Husaria 33. That name. But
I'll go with that as well, even though I'm in.
In gold. And if people want to jump in, I'm gonna do the countdown in chat. If you haven't subbed to my channel already, by the way, really appreciate the click on the sub button down below. That helps out a load. Recently went over 1,000, so thank you for all the people who did click that already. You guys are awesome. I really kind of always blown away by the Asphalt community. I have to stay tuned for Fernando's drop rate. But yeah, so I'm gonna do my 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in the chat. If it helps, obviously just follow the chat, not the video, because the video is a small bit behind. But just press A on the 1 helps, and then you can see you might get synchronized up with other people in chat as well. But go for it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop.
Yes, I will reveal my Fernando drop rates.
You have to say that like that character from GTA, the Fernando.
I'm not very good at rolling my tongue.
From it was in one of the chat show things, I think in Vice City, I want to say.
I always love like the random dialogue with the NPCs in those early 3D GTA games would shout out. Like there was a bunch in Grand Theft Auto 3 They would just shout out like YMCA
Oh,
lines.
I I was just dreading it a second when you were saying about random lines that they scream in GTA, and I'm thinking, man, get demonetized 10 minutes into my first stream. That's brilliant. Thanks, Zig. And I get Osaka, by the way, in the Air Husaria, which is a car which suffers horrifically when it thinks about going around corners. Also, this reminds me, we need to talk about the performance of this game since the patch. Because what the actual random GTA phrase. uh, like, yeah, that has gone down significantly since the patch, I find. And like, don't. Oh,
I was having a rough time in this race, and then I remembered that I'm using
you're
Aaron Gold
using
League.
you're using a silver car in a gold event, yeah. So
And I've got like
you might
Apollos in this race.
you might suffer somewhat from the.
That's okay.
I'm having a slightly better time. But like this car just hates this track, or well, I'm not sure if it's this track hates this car. I also squashed somebody onto the road. My apologies, Red Dragon WH. To be fair, you've got 360 in your name, if that was you. Oh, Michelle was in my race. But your in-game name isn't that Scalo? Oh, you mean the the Scalo Super Electric? So are you ace or the driver number? I hope.
By the way, Storm, I haven't actually played a single race in the Targa series. So depending on where you are with that, we could probably match up in that. I haven't touched it at all, not one race.
I think I have. But isn't it there was only one car in that? Also, I loved. Alright, so you were told unnamed driver in thing. I'm putting up my hand here because my cat is looking like I'm gonna evade your stream again. Yeah, I have to say I love the club name of that ace person. That is pretty. It's clever. Hi. Oh, were you out in first and then you hit into the wall in front of the actual. Yeah, I seen an explosion of the person who was in first. I was kind of grateful that that happened and that I didn't have to do that. Why is your name still driving? Still driving, yeah. I Oh, can't change the name because of the age restriction on the account. But yeah, I seen the I seen that from behind Michelle. It was just a case of like the explosion on those last couple of jumps. I just do want to see if the fact that she has become visible here. Let me see. Nope. In green screen land, there is a cat just here. But the green screen knows it's like, no, that's a cat. You don't want that visible. And yeah, whereas Fishaholic is 350. Let's see. But yeah, I'm wondering if I'm actually going to be close enough to get possibly into your same to get into the bottom of the gold events.
Let's see. It's a. I think it's around 2100, 2200, something like that. I'm at 2320, but I didn't really play much gold. I got to it and then just kind of left it alone.
Yeah. Hello to clearer difficulty as well. And it is also good to see you from people from chats. And I believe it was it Jose Gonzalez? I think, or is it Jesus Gonzalez? because I remember asking you the lesson the pronunciation on that. But yeah, I'm gonna fire up another air and era. We go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Oh, but yeah, like this poor season so far though. What have you made of the actual Legends Pass thing, just value wise? Like,
It's cool. I mean, it's not like super rip off or anything. It's it's
yeah,
$10 for 2 months of the pass, and you get like a 3-star. Listen,
not
I'll
bad
put it in.
Monty.
I'll put it in this context, right? I'd rather pay $10 for this 2-month pass to get you a 3-star D class car, and whatever else they're throwing in there. You get like the tokens that are in the pass plus the tokens you get for having that car in the event. Blah blah blah. 2,000 tokens. That's a pretty good. I mean, compared to like the Furai in the C2 event, that's like a way better value.
Don't kill me, bad. Oh, sorry, it touched the back of the wheels. All right, I'm going playing wingman mode. I won't try and KD. You're safe from attacks from behind, Ban. That is me. But yeah, the one thing I was going to say, just in terms of, and Lux mentioned it as well in the comments on the "is it worth it?" question mark on that video. I am going to say that was mildly me thinking, because I had that phrase something originally, and I was just like, that doesn't sound YouTube and clickbaity enough. Is it worth it though? And like, the thing is, realistically with that thing, if you play Asphalt, the Legends Pass is totally worth it. Because if you think about it, it's like, it's €10, right? And it comes with, even if you took out every other thing from it, it comes with 1,100 effective tokens. Or somebody mentioned 1,200 tokens, because it also gives you that Taycan, which you can use for an extra 100 tokens via the event that's on for the Fernando.
Not only that, but there's like more in the special event. So I think you actually come away with like 2,000-ish tokens. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I think it's like 2K plus tokens for that car.
Yeah.
In addition to
like,
the 3-star car.
Yeah, for €10, and like there's no way that you can, like, €10. I mean, 1,000 tokens. Excuse me, or well, 900 and something tokens, because I don't think you can't buy exactly 1,000. But say for 1,000 tokens, it's like around €40. So you're getting like, yeah, that 1,000 tokens for quarter the price, and then everything else that the season pass gives. So if you're gonna buy anything, DLC wise, like, yeah, the way Lux put it is basically, if you're gonna buy anything, like, these season passes are the best thing you can buy. Like, for the most, they're the most bang for your buck.
I agree.
And yeah, grats.
And GG brand.
Jesus.
So I guess
Like,
I'll at least be able to get club races in with brand, basically.
We'll get there. Myself and Bam Monty are on your tail. I like how they replaced the 30 packs to the 1,000 tokens from tier 1. First place in the Grand Prix. Oh, is there? And GG, Bam, is what I was trying to catch up, but I was like, I nudged into you at the start, like when we were neck and neck right at the start, and I was just like, it's just going to be safer if I just fall, like, because it was just that close. And I was just like, nope, that's just going to end up with us both taking each other out if I go into the back of you there. Just made it to silver from clear difficulty. So he's in my league now, and especially with all the stages, the taking gives you 3k tokens. Like, that's like, yeah, so that's incredible. Like, what Fully Activated said there, it's like, that means that you're like, if that is correct, that means you're getting 4,000 tokens for that €10, as well as like a month of content to play. Yo, Mark, and wow, top 10. Oh yeah, you mentioned on the Discord server that you were in the top 1 position for a while earlier, wasn't it? And I was just, yeah, people said like, why? And I love your response of like, I have no idea. I thought that was just the best of just like,
he was like,
yeah,
Felt like it. Whatever.
Yeah, just because I can, I guess. But I was just like, yeah, that's pretty cool. It's a good thing. It's like,
Fair
why
play to
at the
you,
top of
Mark.
the league on day one? It's like dominating. Just why not? Um, Cedric's Joe paid too, who also accidentally, I think, was it, bought credits before with tokens. I felt for you when I read that because that feels so bad when you do that.
I've managed to never do that, luckily. I have been caught once by like the traps that we were talking about earlier.
Oh, I've been caught because I play this game a lot and I play it a lot when I'm tired. And there's so many times where I'm just like scrolling across something and just click. It's just that instant regret, which I hate. Like, I hate a game that gives you so many like things where you just feel sucky afterwards.
Even today when I got those packs and I was like, I had a clear goal in mind. I'm like, this is my token budget for this pack purchase that I'm going to do right now. Um,
Yeah.
Even after doing that and achieving what I set out to do, even with the jackpot in there, I still felt kind of bad afterwards. I was like, oh, now I gotta like get those tokens back.
Yeah, but that's the cool thing of it.
Hey,
Yo, Infernal, by the way. And yes, Cedric
Infernal, what's up, buddy?
and Pat. Pat also 2007. Sorry, the chat screen is slightly small down in front of me. Insta squinting. And I think I've done it in one or two of my way back my videos on what you call it. Oh my god, my brain. Picross. Yeah, you can see where I'm actually wearing my glasses because I wear glasses, but I don't wear them while I do stuff on YouTube because with light in front of me, all you see is just a glare, and yeah, it sucks. And also, I play on 100+ inch screen, so yeah, it doesn't matter if not wearing glasses for these. Other than when I see chat in front of me, I'm like, there we go.
Infernal. By the way, your time on the St. Patty's Day event is ridiculous. I don't know how you did that.
Second, yeah, we were talking about that before we started the stream. Just like
I think he's third, but either way, it's like, I mean, come
third.
on.
Oh, tisk tisk. Come on, you can do two places better. I mean, I think I can do about 2,000 places better than that at the moment. But yeah, that is. Yeah, we were chatting about
41.
that before. Representing the Grand Tour. That's awesome. Yeah, and we
Love to
also
see
mentioned
it.
that the jackpot for the 918 would suck. So you can see, my two different types of glasses are behind me, and yeah, try the best. Um, and simplify, yeah, 1.7k tokens on packs the other day. Yeah, that's the thing. Jesus, like, that 918, almost everybody has it maxed out. But then again, at the same time, there's a lot of cool Porsche stuff inside there. So I'm definitely going to unlock a couple of sets of packs for that. And I'll throw up my unlocking for it in the next day or so. The kind of like thing in it is I really just want to get to the 40k tokens, take a screenshot, and then I'm going to start off. Mind yourself, Mark, if you're heading away for a bit.
Well, let me just say something about that real quick.
I
It
appreciate
does,
that.
it does have the 918 in it, right? But there's three cars, and it's a 20% drop rate. So even if you and it's four blueprints per drop. So even if you go on the assumption, like let's say you walk into it with the worst case scenario, which is that the 918 is 50% of the drops, which
Yeah,
is
which is what.
not the case for me, but like
Yeah.
it could be for you. But let's say it is, then you're still getting 10% drops for the GT3 and the GT1, split between the two of them, which nobody
Yeah,
has
thumbs
either of
up as
those.
always. Sorry.
Nobody has those. Nobody has the GT3 maxed except for people who put money into it at this point, or just happen to dump tons of tokens onto that car for whatever reason.
Sorry,
And
trying to simulate whale noises.
and the GT1, which is brand new. So even if you assume that those cars are going to make up 10% of the total drop rate, then that's still 10% useful drops, which is what a normal pack would be. Uh, the only thing you have to keep in mind there is that guaranteed drop could go to the 918.
Can
But
can I? I was just gonna say, can I make you feel a tiny bit of regret? Because those packs are in game for 40 days, right?
mm-hmm.
in how many days' time will you get your plus trade coin bonus?
Yes, but I only spent 4,500 tokens on the pack, so it wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Yeah, to be fair, I know it's just one of those things where, like, ideally, I would never have traded in a single import part, like, for the months leading up to this event, but I did because I kept them down.
But
So,
here, let
yeah.
me let me give you the counterpoint, right? I was running a little bit low on trade coins, and I would have had to like sell parts potentially to get import parts for like the 911
Yeah, the
GTS
Porsche,
if
yeah.
they showed up. So it was like damned if you do, damned if you don't kind of thing. I just
You need some trade coins.
yeah.
And yeah, for people like Ben and stuff, those packs are amazing. Like, if you haven't got any of those three Porsches, it's three really cool Porsches, and like, there's tons of blueprints to be had. It's 20% drop rate of featured cars, as well as those packs also do actually have the Vanda Electric's car are in them as well.
Not only
So
that,
like,
but in my packs I got the Genti Aculone. I got a drop for that. Just one blueprint, but it was in there, and a McLaren Senna as well. So there's
oh,
some stuff in
sweet.
there. Yeah. Besides that zero uno, I got four blueprints. But yeah, the way it worked out for me is 4,500 tokens, so 7 packs, 7 10 packs, I should say total. I got 16 918 blueprints, which are kind of a rip because I already have that car gold. But 16 GT3 RS blueprints, which got me to 5 stars on that car. Great, I'll take it. I would love to get it to 6, but I'm not going to test my luck with these packs that far. And 47 of the GT1, mainly because I got a jackpot for that on the second pack. So the second pack for me had 19 GT1 blueprints. And then I had another one later on where I got, checking my notes here. Oh, yeah. Two 10 packs later, I got a 12. So a 19 and a 12 in there. 47 GT1 blueprints, 4,500 tokens spent total. I hit 45K token, or not 45K, 40,000 tokens. And I was like, all right, I'm going to dump some. I want to get
I
that
believe
GT3 to
this
5 stars.
is, if you
That's
see
it.
that in
Yeah. Yeah.
stream, yeah. So that's Ziggy's 10 packs opened up there.
With my dumb humor. it
Yeah.
does. It doesn't
I'm just
include
quickly
every.
scanning down. Okay, there's nothing in that that's profanity.
No,
Okay, thank God.
it
Yeah,
doesn't.
you sent that on Discord earlier, and I was just like, I can just pull this up while you're saying it. But yeah, like, there is a lot of 918 inside there. Like, you've got 918 in all but two of those packs. So that is, like, expect to see a lot of 918 blueprints inside there.
Infernal. That's a fair point on the GT3. I just like the car. It's like I'm a Porsche guy, so it's like the one car in the game where I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go for it. I don't care if it's the best or not.
To be fair, with me in this game, I like to just kind of collect all the cars, and like the ones that are good, it's cool to have them and then just like spend a bit on them. But the ones that are, yeah, not good. Sorry, it's quickly scanning brain. PG word for what I'm thinking. Not good. Yeah, then just don't like invest in those. But just they're cool to have at least anyway. Um, dump that off though, and we'll hit up another Air and Air run. My screen going grey tells me it's been too long since we've played some multiplayer.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're yammering a little bit. Sorry, guys.
not yeah. I think when the title includes Rant as well, it has to include a bit of some things suck, but some things are cool. I just hope that like they stop changing things that are cool. But yeah, I'm gonna give a countdown for another Hisaria run for me. So with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All Porsches look the exact same, Ben. That is not just you. There's like a soccer mom SUV Porsche that's just it just looks like a Porsche Carrera but like expanded. I can't remember what the name of it is. Is it the Cayman? But there is a Porsche SUV.
Cayenne.
Clearer.
Cayenne is what you're thinking.
Is it the Cayenne? Yeah. I have clearer difficulty in with me. For sure. And some people in lots of Acuras. But yeah, there is like one of those Porsche SUVs. It's just, it looks like you're just slightly too close to a Porsche Carrera. It's just like, wait, but a soccer mom car. But yeah, they really like that shape of like thing. They pretty much made it like back in the 80s, and they're just like, yeah, this is good. We'll just make all our cars look like this forever. Oh, I nearly compacted axle.
So I I got Osaka as my track, and that kind of reminds me of my next point.
Oh no.
Performance is somehow even worse than it was before, even though
Yeah.
everything's kind of the same graphics wise.
I don't. Yeah, I would say it's not even performance. What it seems to be is it's a culling problem with the game. You're getting like a frame stutter basically when you're pulling into new areas on tracks, isn't it?
So I wasn't referring to that specific problem, just like literal frame rate drops is what I was having just now. But yes, there is a culling problem. I would agree with that.
Yeah, because
There's
you can see that in what you call it, Rome. When you pull out into that outdoor area, you can literally feel the game sometimes going like taking 1 or 2 frames to just unravel some of the actual stuff, and it is really noticeable.
yeah, it's brutal. I've been getting it in like daily events and stuff like that. It happens a
So
lot at
Jesus and
the
Monty got put together.
happens a lot at the start of tracks. I've noticed. When I got on Osaka just now was literally just like frame rate drops, but
Yeah,
worse
well,
than what they even
Osaka's
normally are.
always been bad for frame rate, but now there is slightly worse things. I didn't actually see what were you in. Was that the Scalo clearer? Oh, the H2 Speed. I love that car. It's just easily one of my favorite in the C class, just from the drifting.
So
Mind yourself, Michelle. It was nice to have a. We got into a race at least with you, so that was cool. You missed the last stream, just appearing at the end.
So Wes, first of all, I don't have 40,000 anymore. Now I have 35. And
That's
yes, there's a reason I don't want to 6-star it because it's going to drain all my tokens because you know I'm going to get terrible drop rates. Let me look at it real quick.
that.
It's going to
Well,
take me another 47 blueprints to do that. 47. And it's in a multi-pack. And then I don't have the epics for it. I have no epics for this car. So what am I going to 6-star it for? I'm going to barely make any difference. So I left it at 5.
I can hear New York ambient noises in the background.
Oh, you can hear that siren?
Yeah, the
Sorry.
sounds of happy New York people.
Welcome to New York City, I guess.
I'm sure they're going to serve and protect.
Something along those lines.
I took you talking as a chance to munch a Mikado. A Mikado which we were joking about earlier from an old Squaresoft game where one of the villains of the game had that as his name. And I don't think they figured that it's a biscuit in some places.
But yeah, just to get, we do have good food trucks. That's correct. Just to go back to what Wes was saying, this is my personal opinion when it comes to like the 6-star on a car. Unless it's something that just like never comes around, which I guess GT3 technically qualifies as that, but it's B class. Unless you have like epics for it, at least enough to like gold out acceleration, I don't necessarily feel like it's worth to go for the 6-star because if you notice a lot on those 6-star cars, when you upgrade it to 6-star, you just get one more upgrade per stat, and then the rest is epic import parts. So you want to make sure you have those. I have literally 0 for the GT3 RS, so I don't feel like it's going to make much of a difference to go to 6-stars
To bring it
on
up,
it
yeah.
right now,
The
especially
one
for the
thing
cost.
the one thing that I kind of don't like doing is when you spend tokens. I like to spend tokens to get the cars to where they're very capable, which is usually around the 3 and 4 star, like the mid-range kind of portion. That's when most things come to life, kind of a small bit. Once you get there, it's like spending on those last things to get that extra 1 or 2%. I don't think it's as valuable. And then I always have that kind of thing of you don't want it to appear down the line. Like you don't want to like it would basically cost you way more to get us closer and closer to that 6-star, whereas it would be way easier to just leave it for a while and see if it comes up in another event or you get those tokens or the blueprints naturally.
Yeah, and the GT3 RS is in the Drive Syndicate 3 on global. So like it's a while off, obviously, because we're like when we had our Drive Syndicate 2, well, we'll have their Drive Syndicate 3 at the same time, so it's literally 1 year apart. But
We
like,
don't talk about the Drive Syndicate too.
yeah, no, well, their Drive Syndicate 3 was not much better. But this car was in it, so like I can just wait and max at that. It's not that big of a deal. I don't.
And then we can have a rant video then about how that costs
Yeah,
one
that's
thousand
probably
hundred
going to be
euro then
terrible.
probably.
But like, how
Yeah, we could
many?
throw another countdown though, so we could be queuing up for this.
Yes.
I'm gonna chase you down with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boop.
Yeah, the other part of it is just it's like how much time do you really spend using B class cars, right? You use it in Gold League and
Yeah, and like Infernal said, it's like the difference between a 5 and a 6 star. It's really like I completely agree. It's like if you have the car at 5, it's almost exactly the same. But the difference between the 5 and the 6 star usually nearly costs as much as those first 5 stars. So like you could use those tokens to like get another car up to 5 stars instead of focusing on getting that one up to the last thing. Drive
yeah,
Syndicate too.
and you
It's
have to
not.
remember that the difference between 5 and 6 stars is only really realized under. It's like I'll use an example when you use like synthetic benchmarking in like computers and stuff like that. It's under perfect conditions. The difference between 5 and 6 stars is X, but you're rarely under perfect conditions.
No.
Depends on like driver skill and you know what else is
And the other
happening in the
thing,
race.
the performance of the game. Oh, this King Nanny guy just tried to 360 these no pay to win guys, so I'm going to knock you down because you tried to ground 360 somebody. It's like I don't play dirty, but if someone's like I'm okay with playing dirty and ground 316 definitely is because he was trying to KD the guy in front. I'm just like, yeah, you're getting KD. Sorry. I'm not going to try and KD the guy in front of me because he's got no pay to win and he's tagged, so that's cool. Ooh, as long as he doesn't try and land on me. But yeah, like if I see a player ground 360ing in this game, like that for me is just like fair game. Just punch them. And I am sorry if you were on the stream. Is it King Nanny? I do think though it's important, by the way, Drive Syndicate 2, to remember that because yeah, it's just like I wouldn't let them forget as easily an event going by that absolutely yeah was brutal, like just in terms of how yeah it actually was. One sec.
So yeah, if there is anybody who is trying to match with me in gold, I'm gonna pick um, different cars from Storm just so I can not struggle so much.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. I actually won the last race with that. I'm sorry, but it's gonna get rougher for me if I start moving down the ladder in C-class cars.
I'm trying to see. Oh, this is so odd. Here we go. Yeah, I'm just trying to get the YouTube like changed around a small bit once it hit the 1K. Certain things kind of moved, and other things like shifted ever so kind of slightly around the place. But it came with the ability to add little pre-roll ads, which I've tried to make sure to roll perfectly skippable. So if you do want to watch those, awesome, you guys rock and support that way. And if you yeah, it just comes with like all of the things of now actually having a proper full-on YouTube channel, which is really cool. So there's super chats and stickers on those as well, which are there. And like yeah, like it's just really really awesome. Like the support from YouTube has been pretty cool as well, just in terms of like you can actually contact help and support. Do you think you're getting an epic import part hunt soon? I'm not sure. If it would it just suck like the last one though? I'm thinking, and I'm gonna go with H2 speed.
For me, I'm gonna go with the F12.
F12.
F12 CDF Ferrari. Did you forget about it?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I was.
It is kind of a forgotten car, I guess.
It's not a bad car in the slightest though.
It's very good. I like it.
Second in the
It's
2-star.
some upgrades, but
Yeah, it is. I agree with Jesus. It is just a case of wanting to get back to that. Want to get back to where you can actually use all the cars. For me, my favorite class of all of them is the B class. I love the Hurricane and the Grants. I'm going to do the countdown first because I'll just get that and then we can chat. But with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boop. And yeah, Fishaholic has 2 YouTube channels. One where he does fishing, which is on that. I have to say, when you threw back that little fish the last day was, and then you're like, man, there was a giant turtle over there and it's just gone in the water. I'm just like, oh my god, let that little fish have got away. I actually felt like, just run, fishy. Such a, hey, Wes, and Infernal.
a lot of people have probably
It's
watched. Anybody who's like a sports fan has probably watched some of his videos and not even noticed it before. I realized recently because I've been googling sports clips, and I keep coming up with Wes's channel.
Myself and Tree are gonna have to watch it. The last time we were in races together was in our club races, and I think we murdered each other in every single race, like including me on one of them going a 180 and just driving back to track looking for it. Just like, Wes is back here. But yeah, like our club races were just to see off the cars that were getting changed dramatically. So like I threw that up on the channel just because I think they were pretty cool. And yeah, you can see the people in the club who are taking it deadly serious, which I think Savitar and I think I just made a sad donkey have a very sad day. Just KD'd some guy called Eeyore.
Oh no.
I know, I feel bad. I just pictured a sad donkey. But somebody just 360. I'll be having that. You can murder the guy behind you, Inferno. He just killed Wes. Although I don't think that would be a great idea towards this last corner. Let's just hope he doesn't know how to take this. So many people still mess up on this last corner of Scotland. It's kind of nuts to me. Grat Simplify and Inferno Rush. Wes came behind. Oh, and ER is from a club, 100 Acre Woods.
Clubs like that. I like an entire club that's committed to their gimmick.
Yeah, they have a member in there called Rabbit. They also have somebody called the Milwaukee Tipper, which I don't think was a character from those books.
Oh, wait, no Pooh Bear?
No. Rabbit and Eeyore, yes, but I didn't see Pooh. Yeah, that sounds odd. Demonetized. Be sure to KD that Niven guy for me. Yeah. Try to get revenge with a finish too soon. Yeah, I think it's very hard in those last corners because you've got the multiple paths people can take as well. But what was I going to say? Yeah, that last corner there though, like if you are using a nitro and turning to your right, you will always put a car in a barrel roll if you do that. And a car in a barrel roll on the last ramp in Scotland will never complete. So like if you do see the car doing that start of a barrel roll in Scotland, just double tap B and it'll snap the car back onto the thing. I'm always kind of like, when I see people doing that in my races, because I literally have a video on my channel that's about that corner, and I mentioned it just in case of how to avoid doing it in the, I think it's called barrel roll of death. But every time I'm driving that corner and I'm behind somebody, I'm like, okay, let's see if they crash in the corner. And then if they crash, I'm like, Yeah, you didn't watch my videos. You would have known not to do that if you watched my videos. Take that, victory. But yes, that's right. Spiteful. But no, like when you get that barrel roll thing starting, just double tap, like do a 360 basically, and your car will like reset back down onto the into the flat portion. Play. It's a good album by Moby. And yeah, be like, just yeah, be careful with it, Ben. Like I said, you can double tap the B, and you can bring the car back to flat. Yeah, go with I'm going with the H2 speed again with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. There was a way that Lupin mentioned before, which is he said you can control the angle of it, like taking manual control of it by holding, was it the brake button or so near? But I never had that work successfully. I'm in with Infernal Rush again, so I'm at best coming second in this race. Ghost Pieces. There's the driver there. Is that not Michelle's number? No, I don't think so, because I think they were in a different club. And I think they also said they were off the bed.
Just got that stutter again. It's so awful. It happens a lot in Rome.
Yeah, Rome, when you're coming out into the big open area, I find.
Yeah. And it feels like if you get it and the other people in the race don't get it.
Well, it's kind of hard to know. If I can, by the way, I'll repay the favor on that noob guy. But H2 speed and top speed, ironically, don't go hand in hand. He also has red armor from his MS, so that's good. Both players in front of me do. Brilliant. It's always so dangerous to try anything with somebody when they have that red MS, because you can just hammer into them sometimes and like, yeah, their car just will not react to it. But no, I don't think
that seems
unless they take each other out is the only way I'm going to not concur that this. I was hoping for the pacifist win, but yeah. Somebody from the underdogs knocked out Infernal. I noticed. It could just be individual members in that club, but I have noticed that they are a touch on the aggressive side.
Yes.
Yeah,
with me, they are.
Yeah.
Not necessarily all of them, but the ones that I recognized.
Yeah, I've noticed the name a few times when you see it after the club.
Which is fine. I always say, like, you want to knock me down, go for it. I'll just return the favor at some point.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like when you see a club that repeatedly KDs, like I'm just going to say 2 letters. I'm not naming any clubs, but K and S. So like if you see a club and you know that they are generally aggressive, and if any of you are in those clubs, like they get a reputation for it. And then say like in the situation where myself and Bam Monty were driving side by side. Yeah, owls as well, maybe. But yeah, if you're in a situation where you're driving next to somebody, like myself and Pam were just like driving side by side, and that's fine. But like if you're next to somebody and you see those club tags where you're like, yeah, you know it's going to KD you, you're just going to 360 into them because you're not going to give them that chance to KD you. Like,
oh yeah, there is that Japanese club called KD Executioner.
Yeah,
I do find them funny, but they're never really that good to be able to KD.
They're not as aggressive as their name would suggest. I'm just gonna fire up the countdown again for this for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. So squeeze the drift button to correct in-air angles. See, one of my club members, Lupin, mentioned doing that. Simplify inside with myself. and a few other unusual names. Simplifies in the H2 speed, but I think you're missing a K rating on me. And yeah, that's the best. Like, I like Devi Racer's idea. That's the best way to be. Drive faster, leave them behind.
Yeah,
It works well.
I don't think I got anybody from the chat unless any of you guys happen to be in China #1.
Ah!
That's all I got.
Aww. Salamander, not to be down on somebody else, but that is a very strange way of putting salamander. As in, it's like capitalized on the man. So I'm not sure if he's a lizard or a man. It's weird.
Maybe both.
It could be. He is a sneaky one though. Oh, and simplifies. And there, that stutter coming out into the open area. That's me behind Simplify. Sorry. You're cool. I'm just easing off. I do not want to go into the back of your car. I'll try and do wingman mode for you, just in case anyone's coming down this. Let's see if I can land on that guy behind you. The H2 speed. It's always like shocking me how poor that is in the actual top speed. Nice second place though, and Salamander got knocked down to 6th. So that's always good when you see the karma. And Gannon, who was being quite like aggressive early on as well.
Yeah, I didn't recognize
I'm
anybody.
doing some races in the Targa since I won a 4-star it for the MP2. And yeah, I if you look back on that race, Simplify, I was like coming down that tunnel behind you, and I did it just slap on the brakes because I think you like went into it a small bit slower. Moam or Oam ended up in a race with 350. Hopefully they weren't too aggressive. I have been on the receiving end of Fishaholics 360s. H2 no speed, the 812 super slow. Yeah.
The good old super slow.
It's a lovely car to drive, but again, getting the H2 speed on Himalayas, it's just really, really sucks.
Yeah, not not a good pairing there. Car track combo.
Let's see, what else is in the C class? Was the Beast X changed? Or is that the same stats as it was before?
I think it's the same. I haven't noticed any changes with that one. The only ones I know that were changed were the 4GT, the Sin, which is like a lot better than it was before, at least in my opinion.
Couldn't be much worse. I'm gonna pick the Venturesart, and what's the betting now? I get Osaka. Hello, Mystic Variety. High speed and drive into their backs, you have a chance of crashing. Yeah. New special events. Get off now and play some Apex Legends. I tried so many games of that posty. I just couldn't get into it. I was just like, at no point do I care. Like, if I kill somebody, I'm just like, I gotta seize. Excuse me.
Bless
I am sorry.
Livestream sneezes.
Ah, yeah, indeed.
Yeah, Apex. I don't know. Not for me. I'm not a big fan of the battle royale stuff.
I don't mind battle royals. I just honestly, I just play Fortnite. Don't have enough space to download it. You're not missing too much, in my opinion. There's like, if you want a shooting game on the Switch and you don't have much space, Paladins. Paladins, Paladins, Paladins. I will never stop saying the fact that, oh, I'm doing 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. In my start. Paladins is just an amazing game. Like, and that is a proper free-to-play game. In that, like, paying money in Paladins gets you no benefits other than just, like, how your characters look. I'm in a race with Black Sabbath. Oh, and Gurn in a cert. Oh, good night. Clearer difficulty then if you're heading away.
I got our pal and clubmate Rant, who I've gotten a couple times tonight, so GG's if I missed saying it before.
I think... Oh no. Caribbean with the Ventus art, by the way. I wouldn't say it's exactly what this car is made for. Oh, no. Like, this art is a weird car. Like, it's just so, like, poor with the handling, and it can't drift, and it doesn't really have any kind of nitro stat whatsoever. But it's got some crazy top speed. Like, as long as you're aware of the fact that the car handles terribly and has no nitro ability, I think it is actually like a really, really cool C-Class car. But Caribbean and this. What I wouldn't have given for a Himalayas track with this car. Like, that's the thing as well, people say, like, what's the best car in each class and so. I've seen the question a bit, but, like, it so comes down to the actual track that you're on. Because certain cars are just useless on certain tracks. Like, say, Rome in the Senna is the one I'd always point to. Like, the Senna is possibly one of the slowest S-Class cars, but on Rome, it's, like, really, really quite, like, a good matchup for most S-Class. Oh, my. I don't think there was any people from chat in my race there, but if you were and your in-game name is different, do shout it in the chat. Somebody asked as well, by the way, how do you stream from the Switch? I use an Elgato HD 60, just capture card attached onto the Switch, and that's connected to my PC, and then the Elgato streams it out to the other side as well, so onto my projector.
So the only person I'm really getting in matchmaking right now is Brad. Brad, I'm probably going to switch over to the Sin. You use whatever you want. I don't care. That we match up. All good with me. I don't know if anybody else is in gold who's trying to match up with me right now, but I've mostly just been getting Brad.
I'm going to change over to the Acura. As much as I think, like, it's worse top speed than the... It's worse top speed, but it's definitely better overall. Yo, Mackie.
Hey, Mac. What's up, buddy?
Wild Ride is Mystic Variety. Close to gold, so you can match it you do. Yeah, cool for the people who are in the middle. And go with a countdown now for my Acura with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. I got that new character in Smash, and I've played like an absolute ton of Smash recently in local multiplayer. Playing Smash local multiplayer makes me dislike the idea of playing Smash online even more, because like I have a good few matches actually on my channel, but they're all unlisted. But I was gonna hey, that kangaroo punching icon thing, that's the one that I was talking about earlier. Dante MK is in my race, and Gurn is in with me again. I don't know if you're in the channel.
Dante MK is cool. I always see him posted on the A9 Discord. I got a full E10 lobby, so...
Congrats on the win. Or at least if you lose, just lie, because they're all bots and can't say otherwise. Oh my god, frame rate on US Midwest going into the train like station area.
Yeah, that's a rough one.
What the heck? Like, what have they done?
And I got this short Shanghai track too, so I'm like done with the race already.
Wow. That's lovely for a free 10k token, or for 10k or so credits, like.
Wish 10k tokens.
Yeah, 10k tokens. Ah. Saying that, I had wanted to mention something. It's just for the people in the live stream. You can have this as a free piece of advice. But just regarding a mistake that happened on Global, like about kind of this time last year. But just to be aware of it and be careful with it, because yeah, it's just a game lofty thing. Game loft doing game loft things. There was a point around a year ago on Global, and yeah, that was somebody in the floppas. Congrats to Dante and Gurn again. If you are in chat, you're using the thing, but really, really like powerful car. And yeah, offline is absolutely where Smash completely shines. But oh, mind. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, the thing that happened on this game last year. There was a DLC pack added, which had a mistake in it, and the mistake was that the credits and the tokens were flip reversed. So, like it had like 75,000 tokens and 200. No, that's 75,000 tokens and 200 credits. And yeah, like obviously a load of people bought those up because such a good deal. And then people started spending those tokens and getting items and stuff like that. And loads of people, when that happened, like they reverted the purchases. They took the tokens off people, and where players had spent the tokens on stuff and maxed out stuff using like just buying all the packs you could, they ended up with loads of accounts with negative token amounts. So yeah, like just be careful. If you ever see a DLC that looks incredibly broken, hi times 4, stop spamming. There we go. He's timed out for a bit. But yeah, I was just going to say, like, if you see a deal that looks too good, don't think the fact that they won't just basically like crack down on people doing that and like really just take away all the tokens and stuff. And yeah, there was a load of players who were left with like a negative token amounts by like thousands and thousands that you would never ever recover from, really. Yeah, gonna do another. Wait, why am I on the target? No, sorry, I was distracted by timing somebody out on thing. The turtle. Yeah, so I go with the Acura again. Sorry, World Series, and I go with a 5. No. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Did they actually take away the punishment? Yeah, because like that sucked. Like Infernal, if I did that, and it looked like a mistake to them, made them just have 0. At least that's fair. But like if I did that, oh cool, I got Wes and Simplify. One in Acura and Wes in clearly gonna win this race unless somebody KT's in. But good luck, guys. But yeah, the that punishing to have minus like 10,000 tokens, like that would just be stop playing the game pretty much, I think, for a lot of people, because like it's kind of insurmountable, like kind of trying to oh my. Well, GG other people in this race. I messed up on the first ramp and I think my race is over. Oh. But yeah, like I get obviously wanting to like like to punish people to stop them from like abusing a deals which are clearly like busted, but at the same time punishing back to zero is fair, I guess. Still bad if you were in my scenario though, if you had like 40k tokens beforehand.
Thing is, when you make a mistake like that, it's not the customer's
Yeah,
fault.
that's the thing exactly. But like, I don't think they quite realize that with Gameloft, that like when they mess up on things, they seem to get quite like salty to customers. They're like, well, you guys know that we make mistakes. It's like, yeah, but you're a company, you shouldn't. Like, cop on.
Just kind of like double check the thing before you put it live.
Yeah, click. Yeah,
I
before you
mean,
click live. Man, I even got like passed out. Nightshade took me at the end, but my soul broke on the first start. 350 came second in the Husaria. How? Well, I can't say much actually. To be fair, like oh. Yeah, I ate building at the very start of that race.
Infernal, how close are you to gold? I saw you said earlier that you wanted to get a couple races in against me. Let me know how close you're getting.
Another Acura to queue up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. It'll be about 20 minutes, Infernal says. Mayom got into a DS lobby. I'll be sad about that. It's free 10,000 credits. GL incompetent. Dolten Steph. They know. Well, like, to be fair.
Mac, if you
like,
think I'm not telling Steph that you said that, you got
yeah.
another thing coming, buddy. Ratting you right out. No,
I'm in a race versus
kidding.
Pokemon, who's in an Acura, and Mandela Gamer. I'm not sure. Maybe to the people that bought. Yeah, if you bought the tokens and didn't spend them. It's a weird one, like, because like obviously if you have certain users who get to buy like 75k tokens, like you're gonna have to fix that in some way. And do you just leave those players then effectively always, like with 75 tokens, you're gonna be able to 6-star out like 2 special events worth, if the special events allow tokens to be spent, unless Drive Syndicate 2. Oh, I'm so watching out for Greg. What? Why? There's a guy called Creator in front of me. I don't think he's a creator.
There's a guy in my race called Racer X, which is
yeah, which is not the yeah. I think there's a couple of people called that now. It's strange. There's also another person called Ziggy Stardust, I think.
Yeah, that's why I originally changed my name of the game.
But yeah, no, I think there's even like another since that now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I think the other person, like, I had stopped playing for a while or so, or I didn't see them. I may have just have not been in the same World Series. Welcome back, Clearer.
I put a tiny bit of creativity into Ziggy Pop, so I figure not anybody else is going to come up with that one. Not easily.
The thing is, I see people are going like, more than one person has said, I really like that artist, and I'm just like, which? Like, that's not one person.
It's a combination, but it's because the two of them were such good friends. That's kind of why. So, and I liked both of them, obviously.
Yeah, it's cool. Like, you are the passenger. Just, like, absolutely cool. But at the same time, you're just like, I just thought it was funny because it was obviously somebody hadn't thought the fact that, like, oh, that is 2 different people. It was just a case of, oh yeah, I love Ziggy Pop. He's really good. Yeah. Yes, he is. He's a really good racer and streamer. Asphalt Well, Asphalt 10 will probably work. Like, it'll probably release, and then it'll work about 3 years later, maybe. But, let's go another Acura. Just shoot into this with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. 8 and 9 are 5 years apart, so take that into consideration. It could be a long time. It kind of depends as well, Mackie, as to like how like successful the game remains being. And also, Joped in my race and 350.
Yeah, I mean, ideally with these live service type games, you want to not have to be making a new one every 2 years. That's the point of having it be a live service in the first place. Kind of just ongoing monetize the framework that you have. So they build the engine, they just add new stuff to it, new tracks, whatever,
Hi, Wes.
new cars.
Hi, Wes. Don't mind me. We're on Caribbean, and there's 4 people in Ernar Husarias, and I'm in the Acura, and it's just one of those times where the Acura is the weaker car here, but if I can sneak around some corners, I think you definitely, like, this car would have the handling advantage unless I absolutely muller that corner. Ah!
I'm just enjoying my wins in Gold League until Infernal finally.
Oh, until Infernal arrives and
Just
it's over.
up and rids the party.
I just got murdered by symbols from above. You know, I've noticed, by the way, this last portion of the Caribbean inside here, if you pass the control of the car over to touch drive coming into this, touch drive really does a very good job of driving that last portion. It's kind of a strange one. It's like it tends to like slide through that middle area like really, really well. I'm kind of happy enough that I came back there. Somebody from Falcons just compacted down on top of me. And Wes came second in my thing. Joped. Oh, you were the one that was just behind me around the corner. But yeah, like I said, compacted. I just coming fourth in these kind of sucks because it's just like every other one above that gets so much more like credits and reputation. Hey, I'm in position 1337. Nice.
Food truck, so you're a food truck.
How long are you going to be streaming? 7 years. Or do you mean tonight? I've got like a stack of Mikados next to me, so maybe until they run out. And I've got a coffee that's going cold as well that I really should get to work on. Last time I got to have a Mikado was when Ziggy was chatting about his drop rate. So Ziggy, about your drop rate? That's it. We go with another. I'll throw this into a loading screen for the Acura because that'll start it fueling down anyway, or cooling down. And yeah, Gratz Ways. I don't know if you see what happened to me, but I got compacted. The 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, boop. But yeah, I take it. Have you done all those missions so far in your like season pass?
I think the last one I'm missing is the Himalayas. I'm just trying to clear it through multiplayer, but I haven't gotten enough runs in that track yet. So I'm like 5 away, and somehow in this entire time that I've been playing, I still haven't managed to finish it. I literally don't think I've seen Himalayas once the entire time that I've been playing.
To be fair, that will come up at Mo. I really need you to type how that should be pronounced because it's just getting me every time. I'm thinking the Sweets and Joped are in my race in Rome.
I always thought it was Mawin. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, but it depends because there's a sweet here in Ireland called a very similar name to that. I do apologize if I
Yeah, I'm almost definitely pronouncing it wrong.
But again, just do it with confidence. I love that one in when it comes to doing things with confidence and being wrong. It's one of the ones that I love to like catch people out in teaching IT support. It's just asking people that lovely question of if they're like confident on what the acronyms of IT. And it's like, oh yeah, you know what all of the stuff means, like your CPU and your GPU. It's like, what does Wi-Fi stand for? Yeah. It's a good one to stump people, especially when you get the oh Jesus, got knocked out. Grats to Joped, and oh Mo, I'm taking the 1-2. Oh, I didn't realize you were in, and I'm gonna have fun saying this. Furthered beer. All of those names hurt my brain, but I love them so much. There's the ninthest one as well, the ninthest beer. I just absolutely just really love those. And Joped, his name is Joe, and he likes mopeds. If anyone is wondering, by the way, what Wi-Fi stands for, do you know, Ziggy?
No, wireless something. I know that. It's got to be wireless something.
Yeah, and you see the one you would think would be wireless fidelity, like hi-fi.
Why? Well, that's like the thing that pops into my head, but I immediately also know it's not correct. Like,
It's the worst thing is what Wi-Fi stands for. It's nothing. It doesn't stand for anything. It's the person who was coming up with it when they were making it. They wanted it to become popular and like a phrase that people would know. So hi-fi was popular. So they were like, Wi-Fi. And that's literally where it came from. It's just it doesn't have an actual, there's no meaning behind it.
never knew that. I mean, I would have guessed that the Y in Wi-Fi is wireless because that's like, but the Fi I just never was like.
No, it's just a case of it sounds cool. So there, you can take something away from the stream. You know how to recover on that Scotland.
It kind of doesn't like change my life at all because I've always just thought of Wi-Fi as Wi-Fi.
It's just a word, Wi-Fi.
Yeah,
but that's what it is more or less. It's like it doesn't stand for anything.
perfect. I don't have to like. I'm not taking any knowledge in. It's just like I can go back to living the way I was. Just like, oh yeah, Wi-Fi is Wi-Fi.
It's kind of like watching that Solo movie where you get to find out where Han Solo got his name from. It's like, now you know, and it didn't change anything. It's like, oh, you get to find out where Han Solo got his legendary blaster. Where did he get it? Someone handed it to him. All right. I mean, I guess that's where he would have got a gun, is somebody gave it to him, or he found it, or he bought it. I'm just surprised it wasn't in his shop. Just, here's some money. Oh, there's your gun. Thanks. Scene. Like, instead it's like, what? He was having trouble shooting with a rifle, and somebody took the rifle off him, took the barrel off it, took the handle off it, and they're just like, here, try it now as a pistol. Like, if you take a rifle and you take off the barrel off it, it's not gonna work. Like, it's just gonna be a million times worse. Devi Racer said, Ziggy, I'm in gold with you now.
Okay, I'm using the Apollo. So
cool. I'm going for an era Husaria, and apparently my countdown is going to start with 55. So this is take one, but 4, 3, 2, and 1. And Wes got teamed up with Mackie. Okay. Okay. I heard there's an hour-long episode of South Park out as well.
Oh, is there?
Yeah. Joped, Tree Fitty, and somebody called Screwdriver.
I didn't get Debbie this time, just Brand. That's fine.
Tree Fitty in the Vencersart on Rome. Okay. I can't see that going well for you. I really just can't. Like, my condolences to you and yours. I did not know that Texas was that large, by the way, in comparison to the UK. I will point out, Ireland no longer belongs to the UK. Circa 1916?
Oh,
Ah.
sorry about that, Brand. I just was not trying to knock you down there.
Oh, did you accidentally? Ah.
No, it was definitely accidental.
Hi, Wes. How we getting on here at the back? Some guy. Ah, some guy just insisted on putting me into a wall. I said a weird thing actually that what you call it, Apex has, which is kind of cool, I guess, for one reason. They have a streamer mode in the actual game, and it's sort of clever and sort of what, sort of clever and sort of isn't at the same time. Because like obviously if you're oh my, I think is Wes the one behind. Oh no, he's in front. I was gonna say I would literally drop back to give him the thing because I don't feel like I deserve even 7th in this race.
Sure.
Oh,
I'm watching the replay to see how he like shot up next to me, and I wasn't expecting it. Oh,
yeah. Grand Tour represent 5th and 7th.
GG, Brand. Sorry about that. I wasn't trying to knock you down there, but I'm sure you know that.
If I see that guy called Yo again in a race, I'm gonna say Yo back to him. Although then again, he like pushed into me with like red MS shielding and just murdered. So I don't know. Like you can't really pay back that sometimes. Okay. With the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I got destroyed and then went into the river at the end because it completely messed up the barrel ramp. I threw myself onto the long way around. We have to go out and around. Ah, this is shocking.
Mac, are you in Gold League yet? I would expect that you probably be, but I haven't been able to match up to you yet. We usually get each other all the time.
I don't reckon. Oh, Wild Ride. Wild Ride is somebody from chat who changed their name. Mr. McGame. I have to say, of the teachers in that Garrison is just, yeah. As somebody who tends to partake in teaching as well, I feel for like how Garrison refers to people when they start making mistakes and stuff in his class. I just love his put downs. The line which comes to mind is, now let's try and get an answer from somebody that's not a complete. But gotta finish that sentence. Yeah, that's a thought that it comes to mind at times, but like, yeah. Ah, no! How did that even happen? Someone pushed me against the wall to the point where, like, they pushed my car up on top of their, like, roof. And then I KD'd them. And I KD'd also because I've been pushed upside down. That's just like crashes like that are the reason why you shouldn't like be aggressive in this game, because like they're not doing any better for that. Stop being aggressive, dude. Now they're behind me, but they're in a Viper, so good luck with that. See, this is when you 360. You 360 when you drive across the finish line and you go, whee! That's pretty much the only place where I get my 360s in. Wild Ride, that's you, Jesus, isn't it? Or no, was it Mystic Variety? I know somebody said that they changed the name. Oh, you're the AJJP, Jesus, is it?
Yeah, HAJP.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see you.
All right.
See you around all the time.
I didn't link the two names, but yeah, I love that the hashtag on the thing. I very much agree. But Wild Ride is
Storm, sorry, I'm just gonna step away for 1 second. I'll be right back.
and cool, perfect. Just don't forget your mutie button. Or wait, I can even do that for him. Boop. There we go. Man, I'm so pro at this streaming lark. And yeah, Mystic is Wild Ride then. Yo, Chippy. Clicked on club. Boop. But yeah, if people haven't figured out from the voice, and I mentioned it quite a lot. Oh, I don't think there was any fear of KDing me. AJGP, I was taken care of by one of the guys way back. And like, if KDing happens in races, I don't mind it. It's just a case of like, there were times like, say, where the guy who KD'd me in this race, like, he pushed me up against the wall, my car went up along the wall, but he stayed doing it, and then like he got like crunched down on top. He still talks in the Discord chat, as far as I know. Oh, there you go. Yeah, Kurder still talks in the Discord chat, I think. Wes. But yeah, I know that he got he's got stung by the paying for that thing. I think like it's one thing to be able to afford buying DLC in a game, because like there's nothing that would have prevented me from doing a similar thing-ish to what, like, to max out that Rimac. It's just a case of like, it's in your head it's still the value of going, like, you could buy a 6-star Rimac, say, or else you could effectively buy every like member of your family a new Nintendo Switch and gift them out. Yo, Brett, by the way, how we doing? Jump on for some races, take off that stress. I think you mentioned possibly working as a nurse, if I recall correctly. You know, an event is bad when the whales swim away from it. Last one, and then to do homework. All right, wait. I unmuted you in chat, by the way, because I wasn't sure if you got it right, Wes, or Ziggy. Sorry.
I think so.
I can hear you. Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, I'm in the sunny southwest of Ireland, by the way, a place where it rains over 120 days of the year, which means that 1 in every 3 days is just rain constantly. Infernal Rush is in Gold League.
Good time.
And gunning for you. I gotta give a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 in my Aranera Husaria. So with a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Ontario, Canada, the land where Edge comes from, and Chris Jericho, I believe. Van Monty, Moam, and
I think Jericho's from Winnipeg, isn't he? Or does he just hail from Winnipeg unofficially?
I think, did they say it's like Winnipeg, Ontario, Canada? I'm pretty sure it's
Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Is it?
Oh yeah.
Maybe I'm mistaken then with Jericho, but I know that Christian Cage and Edge, or Adam Copeland, definitely come from Ontario, Canada.
Surprised to see Christian go to AEW after just being in the Royal Rumble.
That was unusual to see. He got cleared, went to Vince McMahon, said, "Can I get any work?" And he was like, "No." I don't know why anyone is still with WWE, to be honest. Oh,
I
my
did.
apologies.
I
to
don't.
Ziv
I don't super follow AEW, but I did see like the way they like did
The
that.
ring not exploding.
Yeah, with the guy.
Everybody's seen that ring not exploding. And the thing I think is brilliant is I see so many like WWE fans comment on that with just stuff about like, "Oh man, this is really funny. There's such a bad scene in AEW." And I was just like, at least you can tell the bad stuff in AEW because there's good stuff, and then there's something bad happens. It's not just all bad all the time. Like where it gets so bad where you just can't tell anymore.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
This
Like,
is changing now to a wrestling podcast, by the way. Did you not know that? I said when I'd monetize, I'm just going to change over to wrestling reviews. So AEW this week.
I listen to Conan and Disco sometimes, their podcast, and Cornette with Brian Last, and I do kind of agree with their point that like there's a little bit too much.
Flippies.
Yeah,
I think when I see somebody doing stuff like the Canadian Destroyer and stuff on AEW, I can literally like you can sense Cornette's heart rate increasing as he's watching it. Nickelback and 3 Days Grace are Canadian. Ooh, you know.
I'm gonna switch over to the Huracan Storm. I'm not sure how much longer you're planning to go. I probably have like another 4 or so races in me if that's cool.
Yeah, perfectly fine. And yeah, GG Bam, I tried to pull back on you. Moam in third beer, taking the third spot. And I KD'd Ziv list, but it was completely unintentional. My apologies if you were in stream.
But I will go a little bit extra in these 4 races. I can't get matched up with Infernal. So I want to give him a chance to beat me once. I know he wants to.
Funny you guys bring up WWE because I woke up the other morning with Vince McMahon, life sucks and then you die speech stuck in. No chance. That's what you got. It's like he's such a cool bad guy character, and then you look at him in real life, and it's just like, oh no, he's just a bad guy.
I was watching the clip from like I think it was the 2005 Royal Rumble where like Batista and Cena go over the top rope at the same time, and he runs out to the ring and tries to slide into the ring and blows out both of his quads. And then he's just like, he's like sitting in the ring, and they're like, Vince McMahon is sitting in the ring.
Yeah, as he angrily looks up at the two of them, realizing he can't even move.
It's like such a bizarre scene. He's just like legs splayed out. Like, yeah, why is he sitting?
But he probably didn't even know why he was there. It's just pure rage of they messed up the ending.
I will say I didn't watch it live, but I watched it recently. Last year's Royal Rumble where Brock
decimated everyone.
Yeah, and then like that was half of it, and then the second half was like the real Royal Rumble. I thought that was a cool concept. I thought they did an interesting job with that. It was like different, you know.
Except they've done that before, kind of. CM Punk did it a few years ago where he came in, talked smack, eliminated somebody, picked up the mic, talked smack, eliminated somebody, talked smack. And he did that a good bit where like in between everyone as well. Punk actually got on the mic. Oh, I think I might have a mouse cursor over you. My bad. Sorry for people who were OCDing trying to remove the mouse cursor from the that was my mouse. Oh yeah, and you're getting called out for it. Starts to leave as soon as I get to.
I'm not leaving. I said I would stay until you get a chance to beat me. I'm not afraid. I'm happy to take you out.
Will be. Let's see. We go to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. The Straight Edge Society, CM Punk. CM Punk was somebody that I really loved when he was wrestling, and then he left, and every choice he's made since then has sucked. Like, I'm going off to the UFC to show people how tough I am. Oh, good job, CM Punk. I'm going to change the world by joining the backstage show, and everybody will watch. It got cancelled because nobody wanted to see that.
Oh, wow, I got it.
Mystic.
There you go, Infernal. I got you literally the first time we tried the Huracan, so you can't complain to me now.
Mystic Variety is in my race, and I don't think anyone else.
And we're on Himalayas, so this serves a purpose for me because it's progress towards the Legend Pass.
Oh, yeah. Get yourself 170 or so legend points.
Infernal started at me, so there's
a lot of DS stuff in my. Ah, my. That's right. Oh. I ended up trying to go around the DS8 traffic, and now I'm stuck back in 6. What in the world? Like, the Aranera is just such a wide-ass car. It's like just barely enough room for this and another car. And where there's traffic then on the back roads of Cairo. It's such a shame too because like it's an absolutely amazing high speed car. It's just a case of so little time, especially not in multiplayer, do you actually get to do that. Ah. Mystic taking second. That's somebody from Ragnarok Nordics in first place. Ah. But yeah, DS spots in the way. Yeah, Hansen, I agree. I really like Go Seasons, but I don't think they would do a Go Season for a month long. It would just be kind of like too much. Thank you, Zap Boombox, by the way.
Yeah, that was a quick one. we
How did you get on?
Well, he started in front of me, and he finished by about the same distance by the end of the race, so I didn't do too bad.
So it's a draw.
It's kind of a draw in a way. He won, but you know,
yeah.
he was in front of me, and then like I just never closed the gap.
So like on paper and in race,
equal cars, equal gold Huracan. So
yeah, so he won.
He won. He did win.
Global has Ghost Rush. Oh, speaking of Bugatti, 1 second. I was completely like, I was asleep today effectively by the time I finished my class, but I think I got something for the Chiron. I didn't actually click into it yet to see it, but if anyone is, and I can't. That's one thing I really hate. Like the fact that you can't just click on your garage up here when you're in somewhere where you have your garage. Because I want to click on my actual garage to see that. Because I got 2 items. Which
Sharon is a chunky boy. Yeah, chunky boy indeed, for sure. You don't want that car on like what's Pantheon Split? Oh, that's a rough car to have on Pantheon Split. The track is very narrow.
Oh, that is a weird addition to that. I got that's the custom hood to the Chiron, and it's added like 2 small spoilers. What? Like, is that a good place to add spoilers? Maybe. Oh yeah, I got the because I've actually deliberately now one of them bought the thing. I also got the what was the other customizable piece I got was the 918's wheels. If anyone's wondering what those look like for the new tires slim from. Oh, that looks class.
Very exciting, by the way. We got the 3 blueprints for the 911 GTS Coupe. Club Season Awards. I know you'll be very excited about that.
911 GT. Oh, the B class car.
Yes. So you can enjoy your whatever it is, 60 trade coins.
I don't. I've seen people saying like, why do I do that? Like a fair bit, but like I don't claim the club rewards usually until the end of the season. Wait, I got an extra body part for this as well. Oh, a hood. Does this have spoilers? Oh. What? I'm just getting reminded by that of a certain episode of The Simpsons. Why? That difference on the front of the car is just somebody has put 2 holes on the front of it. I just picture Homer getting his pickaxe out. Egoista are so tiny, they're like Hot Wheels. The Egoista is long though. Get those unbreakable slipstream seasons. Oh, weird. 19th in club leaderboards. TGT, rock. Open the garage when you're already in the garage. Yeah, but like Mackie, like there is times when you would want to do that. I ended up getting rims for the Chiron, so have a really fast nightmare. Body parts for the Chiron at the end of the Legends Pass. I haven't actually seen what they look like yet. But one of the things where I would really see that thing giving a problem though, where you want to like be able to click on the garage, if you're inside an event, like say the car hunt, like the car hunt for the Porsche here, where you click race, like inside here, if you want to look at something like the Chiron, to go for it, you need to go up to the garage, but you're locked out of clicking on the garage because of the fact that, yeah, you're in the garage, but not quite. So you need to like jump back out and then get into it. Like, yeah, you have to come back a step. It's odd. It's probably another throwback from the touchscreeny aspect of this game, but it's a weird one. We do another few races though. See, because you were saying about wanting to chip off. I will probably. I'm thinking like I have 200 more rating I think to go to gold, and I will probably just go as far as gold, and then I will call it at that. So it's probably in about like 4 or 5 kind of races.
4 or 5, yeah, I can stick for that.
Well, depending, unless I play as well as I did in the last race there, where it's about 100 races. Even.
Well, yeah, if you need 200 points and you're gonna finish 8th every time, I'm probably gonna have to.
Yeah, it'll take minus infinity amount of time. We'll go with a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna use the Scalo Super Electra.
And I'll stick with the Huracan for the guys who are matching up with me in gold.
Cool. We give it a 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Oh. My belly is reminding me of the fact that you're getting takeaway. And I'm not. Wild Ride. So I've got Mystic. I have Ziggy in my race.
Different one?
Yeah. It was weird that you chose to be in beer and to drive a DS.
Well,
it's a brave choice. I'm not gonna lie, Zig.
I have Ferdinand. So
Fernando.
Right, Fernando.
You're not rolling your R's, man.
Fernando. I can't do it. Don't go on.
I think it just comes from listening to. Well, I'm trying to remember what his name was, but the guy who was on Lips FM in was it Vice City? The person that's like he's like a seducer kind of character, but he always rolled his R's when he was talking and. Man, I've been so holding out to play GTA 5 until it comes to the Switch, and I'm just like, when? Oh no, don't land on me! Ah!
Yeah, I'm thinking I might finally play that too when it's on like a...
Right! Mystic takes me out, I get like that second stutter thing, and then he wrecks. See, now we're in, like we were in first and second, now you're in third and I'm in fourth. This does us less good.
think with GTA 5, when there's like a next time there's like a deep sale on PC, I'll probably finally play that. I have no interest whatsoever in the online mode. I just want to play the campaign.
Yeah. I have that a bunch of times. I have it for like the PS4, the 360, and the PC because I got it free. Gratz, Ozark, and a line of symbols, and Mystic Variety.
Funny enough, when it was coming out for 360 and PS3 way back, I pre-ordered it, um, and then they delayed it. And then I was like, all right, I'm gonna cancel my pre-order. I'll just get it when it comes out. And then I never did, and I still have never bought GTA 5 on like anything.
I bought it. Yeah, I bought out a load of stuff, and when the Switch started to get ports of stuff, I was like, yeah, that'll obviously come to the Switch in the first year. It'll obviously come to the Switch in the second year.
I think so.
Why? I would not have imagined that there would be like, like Borderlands and Bioshock on the Switch before, like they were on there.
The one that really puzzles me is like San Andreas has a mobile port. Why can it not be on the Switch? You
You
know?
can you can play GTA 3 on the Switch if you have it modded. You can play the original source code PC version of GTA
No, but
3.
I'm saying like the Switch uses like a mobile architecture, right? Like
Yeah, it's Android.
San Andreas has a mobile port.
Yeah, so there's
Why is it not on
three,
there?
I no idea.
It's just money left on the table. People would buy that. Clearly.
Of course they would, and there's like 80 million Switch owners. Like it
Bizarre.
baffles me. Just like, pardon?
It's bizarre.
Yeah,
That's
it's
like
just
one of the
it's like you
weirdest
say.
ones today.
It's like you literally all you have to do is effectively say to Nintendo like, here, throw that APK on your store.
Yeah.
Sound. Give us the bags of money when they come back. So that's why I was thinking it's like, oh, they must have something big planned. No.
At least we got
I gotta give that
Borderlands.
5, 4, 3. Yeah, but what? Why? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Because they come from the same parent company, I've bought the Borderlands and Bioshock trilogy just to say like, here's money. You can have more money. Just feel free to money. Oh, Mystic, yeah, you're. I've no beef whatsoever. It was just like it was a clinical takedown, but it's just that after you did it, I got that freeze. And yeah, I know that Wes as well as mentioned before that Trevor is his spirit animal. Oh, I don't think I've got anyone from chat.
I got Infernal and back. So
I have Danny from our Discord server and previously from TGT. Danny VC.
Z tense or actually
Yeah, he's no. Borderlands is one of those games that I really like it, but I've never actually played it and got into it. And I always one of the reasons I kind of like Borderlands on Switch is because I love weird ports of it. So like one of my kind of like favorite things that I have is just like I have the Borderlands 2 cartridge for the Sony Vita, just because it's like it's such a out of place game on that.
Yeah, it doesn't run very well.
No, it runs like absolute trash and it looks like trash, and yeah, but at the same time, it's like it's so like I love ambitious sports like that, where it's just a case of like this game should blatantly not be on this platform, but just let's go for it. Sometimes it works out. I don't know if you've ever seen Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom on the Vita. How nice that looks.
I have it. Yeah, I have a physical copy.
Oh, you
Hang on.
snap!
Hang on.
Is that the is that Ziggy going to collection noises? The Vita was like absolutely my favorite kind of handheld until
Just because it's the that'll come through okay. Maybe
I
not.
have a feeling that your copy of that is going to suffer the same way as me trying to show the phone portion. I
Sad.
see Galactus
Maybe
holding
you
up
can
his hand.
see it a little bit. Yeah, it was the first video game I ever bought, actually. Funny enough.
Ah, the first one that I got was the very weird Uncharted game that was on there. It was just basically a tech demo of the screen works. I don't think there was anyone in my team. Inferno Rush teamed up with okay, and I
And
think
me, yeah.
oh,
So Infernal, when I was shooting up, like the hill climb in San Fran, I got the hitching thing. Brutal.
that sucks so much. I'm gonna go with the Viper ACR, and I have a feeling I'm maybe not getting into gold. Do you need to go, say, well, we make last two races? To be fair, it's like if you need to head off,
Sure, that's cool.
just yeah. So we do two more races, and I gotta do them in the Viper ACR. Like this car, always absolutely one of my favorites in this game. Just even like the stock image of that, and just how nice it looks with the like sure it's slightly pixelated, but I love the Viper icon and stuff on it. Really, really like the amount of detail they managed to squeeze into some of the cars in this. I don't know if anyone's ever noticed this or even bothered to see it because I do love little details, but just on the actual reg plates that say Asphalt 9, if you actually zoom in next to it, yeah, they have like a Game Loft tag, super low resolution on there.
Yeah, for you guys talking about Borderlands in the chat, Wes and Mystic Variety, I've actually been playing a lot of Borderlands 3 recently. I played it originally on PS4, but I'm replaying it now on PC. I'm almost done with it, and it's like I'm enjoying it a lot more on PC than I did on PS4, to be honest. Just a much better experience overall. I never bought the DLC. I think I'm finally gonna do that. I'm just kind of waiting for it to go on sale. So it's like $50 for the season pass. It's crazy. But when it goes
I
on sale for like $30, I'll grab it.
I really want to play those games, but I feel like they're the kind of games that you would need to play a lot of. So I'm basically looking for a time where I don't know. See, for games like that, I'm kind of thinking like I want to play them, but also I think they would take away too much time of my making stuff on YouTube and like other stuff. So that's where like it comes to me streaming random games like Zelda on Livestream because I really want to play through Zelda again. But I'm not sure if that's as cool with people. I might actually play some more of that tomorrow on the weekend because like I want to play it, but also I want to like be making some bits and pieces for the YouTubes. So yeah, to check in and kind of like yeah, see how people
The
are
thing
getting on.
with the thing with Borderlands though is it's really only as time consuming as you let it be because there's no like it's not like Asphalt where you're on like a time like a real world time pressure. You can kind of pick it up, put it down. But it does have like that Diablo 2 style hook to it, the loot, where you can get very sucked into it very easily if you're like into that style of game.
Yeah, I mean, with games that only take up the time that you allow them to take. Disregard the giant 3,915 that's floating between the two of us right now. I had to play the Resident Evil on the Switch for the first time. And yeah, Apex Legends, I've already deleted. Just like, I tried it. I tried it a few times. And then I went back into our Discord and I was just like, man, that is just not fun. And then Posty was just like, this is amazing. It's so good. You play it like, you have to enjoy that. And I was just like, it didn't get me, but I was like, I played it some more today. And then I just came out, deleted it. It's just like, no,
I can't
no.
imagine wanting to play that on the Switch. To be honest, that's one where it'd be like,
Yeah. See, that's the thing as well, I suppose, because like that's the thing where people where my mates kill me because like my PC is very capable and it's connected to the same screen that I have, and I could also stream from my PC, obviously enough. But like, yeah, then I play everything on the Switch.
yeah. I mean, for me, when it comes to like a first person shooter like that, I don't want to be like, all right. I mean, I'll take it back. I played Borderlands 2 on the Switch a little bit, but it's not like I play it and I feel like it's not optimal compared to playing it on
I
the
don't,
PS4 or especially playing it on the
as
PC.
long as it runs, as long as it's not noticeably bad, like as in really chuggy and like really like it has to be sub 30 FPS for me to start to care.
Oh,
And
Borderlands 2 for like by 30 frame per second standards runs perfectly fine on the Switch. There's no
yeah, then I'd be perfectly fine with that.
And even has
Yeah.
like an FOV slider and all that stuff, which is cool.
Oh, nice. I like it where you can kind of mess around with stuff. Rocket League, yeah, I play a fair enough amount of that. I have some really, really cool cars. uh, really enjoy Rocket League is another amazing, properly free to play game. I'd give a countdown on this, so we do 2 races, and then we'll let you get your chow on with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Soccer cars. Ark Survival. I've watched one of the best things ever is I don't think I've got anyone from chat, but unless somebody is watching that hasn't said, Screwdriver's been in a bunch of races, so if you are in chat, yo. Played ranked in Rocket League. Yeah, I did in a previous season. I usually placed around platinum in that. I'm not great at Rocket League, but I'm competent enough. Usually in games with multiplayer ranks and stuff, I try and just get up to like platinum in them, which isn't. Yay! I just saved driver 4436. He was in a death bar roll, and I managed to nudge the roof of his car in the thing to like knock him back too. Oh, and then he knocked somebody else down. That's no way to be when you get saved. But yeah, like I don't. I generally like to imagine that I only play single player games, but that I play multiplayer games loads of the time during the day. I played Resident Evil for a while today, but like that's the first time I've actually played the first Resident Evil remake, even though I've had it a bunch of times. And yeah, I don't know. It's missing something when it's just like that much kind of single player-y stuff.
Yeah, I like Resident Evil, but I guess I'm a little bit like I like Resident Evil 4. That's the one I like. I don't really care much about the other ones so much.
I think the other one's just a bit too old-fashioned-y. Screwdriver came first in mine.
Well, I don't even like the ones that came after Resident Evil 4. I mean, I haven't played 7,
Revelations?
Revelations is cool. I played Revelations, that one was pretty
The
cool.
only 2 Resident Evils I've finished are Revelations 1 and Revelations 2. And Revelations 1 I finished on the 3DS, and Revelations 2 I finished on the Switch. So like
Revelations 1, yeah, I played it on the 3DS, not any of the more fancy versions.
Yeah, I've just played the original of that. And did you get a Circle Pad Pro or?
I have a new 3DS. At the time, I did get a Circle Pad Pro, yes, but not for that game. I got it for Monster Hunter.
Oh,
Boy, that was like I'm glad I don't have to use that anymore. Is what I would say.
oh, I loved the Circle Pad Pro like for the original one.
It was just well, I had the XL. Did you have like the Circle Pad Pro XL? Because that's the one I had. Just a little bit inconvenient compared to like the new 3DS, with the nub.
Yeah, but that nub is
Not the best,
yeah.
admittedly. But it's fine for Monster Hunter, which is what I cared about. It was terrible in Resident Evil though.
I don't have a new 3DS. I have a new 2DS XL. So
yeah, I've got one. This is probably also not going to show up on camera, but
oh yeah, that's cool.
There you go. One of these guys.
Yeah, but that is the 3DS.
Correct.
Yeah. The new 2DS XL I thought was a lovely revision on there. And no, none of that is going to show. That is just... No, it's just like... Myself and Ziggy, by the way, when we stream, we don't have green screens. So I came up with the techie workaround background for our stuff. And that is why it's not quite perfect. I am in the process of getting myself a green screen, but yeah, like the slightly janky outline workaround thing, I hope isn't too distracting with us. Sometimes we tend to phase in and out of reality a small bit. But yeah, we'll go for a final race in this, and hopefully most people have had a bit of crack though. But geez, I really appreciate all the chat It's cool checking in with the community and seeing how people are getting on. I'm waiting on the community tab as well. That's the last thing that I've yet to get from the actual thing. So if you subscribe to this channel, you'll be able to see community posts that I put out, because I'd love to, like, I really want to know kind of what percentage of players and stuff have gotten certain things. So I really want to use the community tab to try and find out just some information about, like, the players who play on Switch and see how other people are getting on. 3DS Monster Hunter was crazy at the controls. Gonna quit. Asphalt 9, I got a PS5. But PS5s don't exist. Yeah, it's the same here. There was somebody selling one on our Facebook group for €1,000. It was €1,000 and it was the digital version of the PS5. It's just...
That's why I just gave up on getting a PS5 this year and got a laptop instead.
Get a laptop instead for the same price.
Basically, yeah, well, if I was to pay the resale on the PS5, yeah, it would pretty much be the same price.
Plat is decent. Storm for Rocket League. Thank you. I'm decent. I just check to see something, because I know you can filter this, but see, it's been quite a while since I've played it. It's me in gold 1 of getting a promotion. No, I have 4 screenshots from this only, because like I played that more so on the in the original Switch. But yeah, I really did play a ton of that. I think I've got about 200 hours or so worth. Botched the launch so badly, I'm skipping this generation of consoles. Yeah, like, to be honest, Wes, it's like, think about it. How many games are actually on there, like, that are worth kind of buying? Like, I haven't seen any. I've not seen a reason to get it. Like, there's no PS5 Breath of the Wild. Like,
Returnal looks cool, but I mean, it's not something that I would rush out to buy.
It's not going to be a Breath of the Wild. Like, I picture that's going to get like 80% maybe.
Returnal's like the game that you buy in addition to the game that like you went out to buy the console for. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you get
like, yeah, I'm gonna get this system seller, and then oh yeah, definitely gonna get Returnal as well. But you don't buy it for Returnal.
Yeah, it's just that's a nice to get, kind of like I'm trying to remember what the name of that one was with the robot in the PS4. Grow Up. It was just a nice like little indie title.
Yeah, or even like, what was the Housemarque game? Because Housemarque, I think, does Returnal, right? So it was what's the one that was like such a big deal? The arcade game at the start of the PS4.
Resogun.
Resogun, yeah, it's like a Resogun.
That was also on the Vita. If you wanted to play that,
it was
except not great.
No, not great.
And like, oh, something bursts into cubes. Block, 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 block. But yeah, gotta fire up the ACR for a grand finale then if people are gonna try and team up for this one with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boop. Using a GameCube controller, lol. I got ZigSD again, who I paid. I killed them earlier, so I'm expecting to get murdered in this. And Wes is in my club, along with Fast Dad.
Fast Dad, that's a good name.
Fast Dad is indeed a good name. We'll find out if he's fast, at least in this race. Possibly not if he has children. I find it weird when some people like use the unusual characters to try to like make certain names. Like some of those, I really enjoy some of those names, but some of them are just like where you read it, you work out what it's supposed to be, and it's just like, oh, that's just a way of getting around the profanity filter. And while somebody is failing to log in, I'll eat my last Mikado.
Meanwhile, I'm like midway through a race on Mode Finale. Or no, it's not Mode Finale. It's the
We're just starting now, and it was Fast Dad who apparently wasn't fast enough to get into the race. Oh no, 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 no! This ZigSD person is in front of me and trying to KD me. To be fair, if he's successful in that, I did kill him earlier, so it's okay. He can have one back. Ah! Wes got a lead or left it? Ah, this ZooFS person is definitely going for my some storm blood. I think. Should hopefully be able to jump away from here with the wind. I take this kind of a bit dangerously, but it kind of throws me ahead of the race. Like, there's two outcomes to the way I take that jump. I either go ahead by a significant amount, or I'll explode off the edge of the bridge. Oh! And Wes coming up from behind murders the guy that I murdered last race. He is going to hate the Grand Tour after these races.
That's why sometimes I get people DMing me on Discord. Sometimes being like, Grand Tour knocks everybody down. Like, they must be watching the streams or something when this stuff.
The Grand Tour knocks everybody down. No, Savitar knocks everybody down. Savitar is not equal to Grand Tour. And also, Brigado was tearing up behind me. What the heck? And he was in a Dodge Viper as well. I was really surprised he didn't catch me. He like tore up from the last jump. DM me your name on Discord and I'll add you. Cool. Yeah, for people who like the streams and want a notification of them, by the way, if you don't see them on YouTube, join the Discord server is in the banner at the top of my channel as well, across the top. And like, I try and do these. Like, I'd love to be able to do these kind of once a week or so. But tomorrow, I know that HS Mark, who is another channel, he would be usually doing a multiplayer stream on YouTube as well. So, like, it's just HSMARC. So, I'm not going to do the Asphalt tomorrow. But if anyone wants to just jump in and chat for a while, I'm probably going to play some Legend of Zelda, my Master Quest that I've been going through tomorrow. So if you see me on stream, it will be that. But yeah, like I said, if people are playing some Asphalt tomorrow and wanting to do more of that, yeah, HS Mark was, I'm almost sure he's been doing a thing. And
yeah, go watch Mark's stream. It's a good stream. It's
yeah,
fun time. And he goes for a long time too.
Yeah, he usually plays for like 5 hours, I think, on some of the ones. So he does kind of chuck on music and stuff and just chill out for a bit. But if you're doing multiplayer anyway, you may as well like yeah, do it with company. And like I said, I'll be probably in Zelda tomorrow if I'm not yeah, getting kind of caught up on the special events and stuff, because there's a lot of things to be doing in Asphalt 9 Legends. 5 or 6 hours, yeah. Don't give Mark a plug while he liked it. Digitals. To be fair, he did. Yeah, he was just like, I'm off, and he has 2 things. I don't use a lot of Discord, so I'm not entirely sure if that's my name. Yeah, Jesus, that would allow somebody to add you as a friend on Discord, the one with the hashtag number thing. Not to mention, by the end, it's 3 a.m. for him. It is currently 16 minutes to 5 a.m. here. So, yeah, you can check if I'm being honest with that. But, yeah, look at the time in Ireland right now. And that is my battery level running out. But I'm a night owl. I tend to wake up at night, which isn't exactly great for creating morning YouTube comment. Thank you very much, everyone, for joining for the races. Ziggy, as always, thank you very much for joining.
It was a pleasure.
I hope you had some crack while you were, getting like in your cups and such and grinding out the DSs.
Yes, always fun. Always fun to join. And thanks to everybody for joining us.
Yeah, guys, have a nice evening if you're heading away. And yeah, HS Mark was in the Grand Tour for a bit. I think he's kind of been in a bunch of clubs because he has 2 accounts as well. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed the stream as well, feel free, like I said, give a sub down below and check out our other content. I'm trying to take a look at all the crazy amount of events and see what like makes good little videos and stuff. But yeah, otherwise, have a nice thing and like GG, lots of GGs tonight. Mind yourselves.